Don't you hate when that happens while trying to overthrow the richest man in your city's dangerous and unethical public transportation empire? What do you mean that's unrealistic? Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at The Simpsons Road Rage, a licensed Simpsons Crazy Taxi ripoff that released on November 24th, 2001, and it's a game that I just so happen to have grown up with. Now obviously, I also have the PlayStation 2 version, but since the Xbox version runs and looks better than the PlayStation 2 and GameCube versions, and it was also actually originally designed around the original Xbox, I'll primarily be looking at this version. So for future reference, the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube version slightly run worse.
This guy is his own beast as well. Most of you know this, but licensed games from this era are all over the place, man. It was even more weird because sometimes the same franchise could have some great titles or some of the worst. Of course, a few of the masterpieces were consistent with the same studio, but they also had their mad predecessors, separate studios, or eventual downfalls. As to where Road Rage falls into place, the sequel was great. The Simpsons game after it was just okay, and Road Rage was a stolen idea that was built on not even finalized hardware in 2001. Now to be fair, it did sell well, hence the warranting of a sequel. And you also gotta remember, this game came out like months after The Simpsons Wrestling, so yeah. But on the other hand, if you weren't familiar with this game, chances are you only heard of it because of the lawsuit with Sega. Yeah, not exactly the best thing on your record. Anyways, Road Rage.
What the fuck?!
Picking Road Rage to be the theme of a Simpsons taxi game is not a bad choice. I mean, yeah, The Simpsons is known for its abnormal chaos. And in case you were wondering, yes, the season 10 episode number 15 got its representation with Marge piloting the Canyonero. Right out of the gate, you can tell that they're leaning more towards fan service. And yeah, they have plenty of references, voice lines, and a lot of the voice actors worked on it. Also, let me just get this out there, the main theme for this game is probably my favorite rendition of the Simpsons intro. And speaking of main, here at the main menu, you have the primary game mode, free roam, better known as Sunday Drive, mission mode, head-to-head local multiplayer, and my beloved options. Okay, so I didn't look at the multiplayer like usual, but it's just like the main mode, except you compete against each other to make more moolah. That and you can steal your opponent's passengers. We'll start with the quaint mission mode. There's only about 10 missions here and oh god. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't show the opening cutscene. Because it's too long. But also because it's ugly. Sure, Hit and Run looks similar, but they tweaked the models a bit better and fixed the lighting. Yeah, just unfinished hardware. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Personally, I'm already very used to this game's visual style. So anyways, for completing each mission, you unlock the car built for Homer from Season 2. I feel this to be the best handling and fastest car overall, but that's probably just me. As for the missions to unlock it, they sort of fluctuate in difficulty, but tend to be fairly short. Except for one that's a pain in the ass for me, fucking hell. Alright, after the Simpsons Crazy Box mode, we have ourselves a nice relaxing Sunday drive. The Sunday Drive is nothing more than listening to one other very catchy song and exploring a Springfield district as a driver of your choice. That you have unlocked, of course. I guess this was meant for familiarizing yourself with any district, or for just practicing the game. This probably also was just for exploring Springfield. Other than virtual Springfield, this is the only different option you had. With those two short-lived modes out of the way, we now have the bulk of the game, Road Rage. So we've arrived at the main attraction for this game, and like Crazy Taxi, you can actually beat this game, even though both are arcade-styled. I haven't actually done this yet because it's too long and I don't exactly find myself playing this often. But I love me some Crazy Taxi, so I actually did get myself a Class S license in that game. The goal of this game mode is to pick up as many passengers as possible, in order to thwart Burns' capitalization on the public transportation business. You get paid more the faster you are. You can also increase the time and pay whilst following orders dealt out by your clients, such as avoiding cars. You do, however, have a short time limit towards how much you can work, despite it being a self-venture. Imagine if that were the case in real life.
Shit, I only have 3 minutes left to edit.
So yeah, this is just slightly altered Crazy Taxi, but let's just pretend this is original for the sake of a simpler review. You've already seen that there's a good selection of characters, but there's also 6 different maps for you to explore. The way you unlock these, however, is just by playing. Your cash is added towards your total amount of funds accumulated on your save file. You get to pick either a character or a stage once you reach a set interval. Also, on a side tangent, I'd like to share my save files from before I could properly read and understand the concept of a save file. Good times. Moving on, the Road Rage mode is fairly simple. It's decently fun, but since it lacks the tricks and skills like Crazy Taxi, it's not as easy to return to. Final verdict. The game only really appeals to die-hard Simpsons fans. If you like it, that's totally fine, but as a game, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's playable and even fun at times, but it's so lazy otherwise. Not to mention shoddily made and unpleasant to look at. The Simpsons is used to mediocre review scores. They've been at it for quite a while, for better or for worse. It probably would have been way more interesting and impressive if they were able to have the whole town as one map. Unfortunately, the PS2 wasn't willing to cooperate with them, so they had to remove it and split it off. The game is also just not that easy to control, and there's no real replay value after you're done getting everything. It's pretty competent when it comes to the jokes and well thought out character interactions. That's at least a nice touch. Certain characters will say certain lines to others. And it's Crazy Taxi after all. The gameplay, while not as nice, is still okay. But that's about all I can say. Just get Crazy Taxi, much better bang for your buck, and also Offspring soundtrack is sick.
And there you have it, my review of The Simpsons Road Rage. Now, is it good? Not exactly, and I had to eliminate a lot of bias from this game. Although I can see it does kind of fall flat in a sense. It's just very lazy. It feels very lazy, very ugly, very early. There's a lot of things going against it, but it's not inherently terrible, and it's fine if you enjoy it. Now, obviously, its younger brother, Hit and Run, is a godsend. This game is amazing, but it's very long, and my childhood copy is kind of scratched the fuck up. So, until I get another GameCube disc, and until I either beat the entirety of the Xbox version or this one, depending on what happens first, I'll take a look at it. But that's gonna be a long video. Either way, thanks for watching. Now get out there and overthrow a dangerous and unethical public transportation empire. How is that not realistic? I swear someone's done it before.
Also, if I don't mention it, people are probably gonna kill me, but yes, there's holiday Easter eggs in this game. You get special themed cars. And that's it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.